How can you say there is a chemical change? There is a chemical change.
We can say there is a chemical change if the product shows some characteristics such as change in temperature, change in physical state, change in color, evolution of gas, and formation of precipitate.
Okay. What are the conditions required for chemical reactions?
The conditions required for chemical reaction are the law of conservation of mass and the law of definite proportions.
What is law of conservation of mass?
The law of conservation of mass states that mass can neither be created or not destroyed. The mass of reactants must be equal to that mass of products.
In a chemical equation.
Okay. What is law of definite proportion?
Law of definite proportion states that every element in a compound takes place in a fixed proportion by mass. Example, if we take H2O, water, the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen is 1:8. Means, and in the whole as a earth, wherever we take a sample of water, the proportion of hydrogen and oxygen should be 1:8.
So why should we balance the chemical equations? Balance it.
We should balance a chemical equation to satisfy the law of conservation of mass.
Before satisfying the chemical equation, we should balance. What is the imbalanced chemical equation called?
The imbalanced chemical equation is called as a skeletal chemical equation.
How can we balance them?
We can balance them by the method known as hit and trial method.
Okay, let me say how many types of chemical reactions are there?
There are six types of chemical reactions. First is combination reaction, second is decomposition reaction, third is displacement reaction, third is double displacement reaction.
In a displacement reaction, when Fe reacts with CuSO4, that means Fe reacts with CuSO4. What is the color of CuSO4? What is the color of CuSO4?
It's blue color.
Blue color. If we react FeSO4 with copper, does the reaction take place?
No.
Why not?
The reaction does not take place because copper is more reactive than less reactive than iron.
So it could not
displace the ferrous. Yes.
From its compound.
Compound.
Okay. So what is the double displacement reaction?
Double displacement reaction is that reaction when the exchange of ions takes place in two compounds. That means in reactants only the exchange of two ions takes place to form two new products.
Tell me one thing. A colorless compound X, when heated, it produces three more substance with three more product with evolution of a brownish gas. Can you say what type of reaction it is and what reaction I'm talking about?
The reaction which is said, it is a kind of decomposition reaction.
What is decomposition reaction?
The decomposition reaction is a kind of reaction.
What thermal
decomposition reaction.
Can you write the reaction on the board?
Yes, sir. So the reaction which you said, the substance X, which is a colorless compound, that is lead nitrate, which is a colorless.
Very good.
Then it decomposes to the supply of energy to give lead oxide.
Very good.
And the brown fumes which we are talking about is NO2,
that is
nitrogen dioxide.
Very good.
Then it forms oxygen gas.
Okay.
This is the reaction, decomposition reaction.
So tell me about is respiration is an exothermic reaction or endothermic reaction?
Respiration is an exothermic reaction.
Why?
Exothermic reaction because when we take in oxygen, the oxygen comes and breaks down into